Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. It's the holiday season.
It is.
We're having a lot of fun with it. Today we're gonna have even more fun. We're in a great spot, one of our favorite spots. And we'll kind of tune you into that a little bit later, probably right after this intro. But before the intro, 7 reasons to move to Aurora, Colorado. Here we go.
Let's do it. Welcome back, guys. I am Eli Schmidt. This is my partner, Will Grimes. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. And if it's your first time visiting our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every Tuesday and Thursday you are notified when we drop a new video, letting you know everything there is to know about living or moving to Colorado.
Absolutely. And guys, as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with your real estate needs. So with that being said, do what this guy says. We're gonna get right into it. By the way, yes, we are the guys who answer the phone call. We are the guys who respond to the text messages. We're also the guys who answer emails. So either way, whichever is best for you, hit us up. We'd love to help you guys. This Christmas song is throwing me off just a tad. I'm like, I don't know if I should be too cheery and enjoy you guys. It's a very festive song. We're not ice skating after this. I'm terrible at it. If anybody knows how to skate, we'd love for you to teach us. Maybe we'll throw you a home warranty for that.
I'm not learning anything about skating on ice.
Not very adventurous.
Getting into it, guys, we're talking about the 7 reasons you should move to Aurora, or at least have it on your map of considerations when you're moving to
Number
Colorado.
1, Kenny G.
Kenny G, yeah. Man, this Christmas music is loud. Hopefully it's putting you guys
really
in the spirit. It's the first day of Hanukkah, so we're super excited.
Yes, we are.
Will got me a nice little present I'm going to open later. Don't know what it is, though. It's a big surprise, apparently.
I'm going to get this guy anything.
So, number 1, you mind if I kick off number 1?
Absolutely. Have at it.
Number 1 with Aurora. First, I almost said first but not least. The first point about moving to Aurora, man, is the affordability.
Yes.
Affordability factor is not to be confused with being cheap, because Aurora is definitely not cheap.
No.
However, when you look at Aurora as a whole, compared to a lot of the other bigger cities in Colorado, it definitely is one of the most affordable ones.
Absolutely. You've got northern side of Aurora, which is closer to Denver. You've got a great area over there by Anschutz campus, which is a medical facility. You've got University Hospital, Children's Hospital, the new Veterans Hospitals over there. So lots booming over there. Closer to Denver, smaller homes, more affordable. And then you've got like the middle of Aurora, and you've got southeast Aurora, where you have things that are $1 million plus, which is phenomenal. You've got South Shore. South Shore is like that 650 to just over $1 million. Phenomenal homes over there. You've got Blackstone, you've got Talon's Reach. Yep. But between North Aurora and South Shore and Talon's Reach and Blackstone, everything I mentioned, you've got a lot in the center. Believe it or not, crossing Aurora, it's probably 45 minutes if you don't take any highways, maybe even 50. Yeah. If you were just taking regular roads, trying to navigate that. And that middle area, Seven Hills, there's a couple of other areas in the middle that are super affordable, that are anywhere from $450 and below. Some of them just over $500 and below, but you've got some really cool stuff. You've also got like Centennial right in the center of all that. It's a little bit away from the regular Centennial, so I don't want to get too far into that, but you do have some of that Centennial 80015 area code that dances into that. So if 1 million plus or 700 is outside of your range, hey, cool, not a problem. If you don't like northern Aurora or in being toward Denver or by the hospital, so many things in the interim that you guys should be looking at that are still phenomenal, and it's still a great commute traveling downtown or to DCC.
Point number 2, one of our favorites here is talk about it all the time. It is that important. Schools.
To be specific,
he's got the older kids. That's why I point at him. He knows more than I do.
Older, just because we're not going to get into why I got kids, because I love kids. Digress. When it comes to schools, specifically Cherry Creek schools, you've got it's like that central to southeast Aurora, right? So depending on where you're at in Aurora, you either have Aurora Public Schools or you've got Cherry Creek Schools, which is one of the top, not only in the state, but in the country. However, if Aurora Public Schools isn't for you, that's also okay. They've got charter schools, And they have STEM schools. As a matter of fact, one of the best STEM schools there are, I think, is off of like Alameda and Buckley, which would be considered more the northern side. Brand new school over there, phenomenal. STEM school is great. That's in Northern Aurora.
Yep.
If you don't want to be a part of Aurora Public Schools, and you've got Cherry Creek schools to be specific. Top of that, if you want to do charter schools, you can. Super doable for this location.
And again, guys, if you don't have kids, it still matters what school district the home is in that you purchase, because if you don't have kids, when you go to resale, very good chance that that person buying your house might. And if you have good school systems, that's going to help you a ton on the resale.
Correct.
Number 3, shopping.
All right, guys. Number 3, it might not seem like it right now. It's a little cold outside, but shopping.
Yep.
From Aurora Mall to Southlands Mall to all of the other strip malls that are inside of Aurora. You can't go anywhere without finding what you need. The large Costco's and Walmarts. We're at one of our favorite places, which is Southlands.
Yep.
It is an outdoor mall, very San Diego feel, phenomenal. The only downside is it's outside, so it gets a little cold during the winter. Or if you're shooting video and guys are drilling on rails, it's going to get a little loud. But what's really cool is during the spring and summer, you've got concerts out here.
Yeah.
During the winter, they put up the ice rink and you can skate and come out and do some things with family. Obviously during COVID, a little bit more restricted. However, it is outside. So some things are a little bit more acceptable right now, being that it is outside. So a lot of opportunity, a lot of fun. Can't think of anything that Southlands Mall does not have, from nutrition to beauty supply to the Victoria's Secrets to the movie theaters to the pubs, the mom and pop coffee shops to the chain, Mount Fuji, PF Chang's, Old Chicago,
Bad
restaurants.
Daddy's Burgers right behind us. Bad Daddy's is great.
It's not my favorite. He loves it. My favorite. It is pretty good. Can't think of anything that this place does not have, and I can't express how convenient this is. When you're out on the southeast side, you are a little bit further away from like the northern or central side of Aurora, a little bit ways away from like DTC, and people think it might be a little bit too far for them.
Yeah.
You've got everything you need. You've got like those Whole Food style King Supers. You got Whole Foods, and then having a mall like this where you can literally find anything you need, phenomenal. And you don't really have to go far for anything. Like everything is still brought to you. It makes it for a lot of fun. You can bring the family out and just take care of business.
And shopping may seem minor to you guys, but I live in Parker, and we don't have a shop. We don't have like an area like Southlands. So my wife and I and my son, we're coming out here to Southlands all the time. When we do just want a place to go park and then walk to a few different stores, go see the movies when those were happening. Hopefully we'll be doing it again. Some of my favorite movie theaters right here. So us living in Parker, we find ourselves coming here all the time. So if you're wanting to, save some time and be a little closer to where all the action is, this would be a good spot for you.
Yeah, speaking of Parker, it's still a phenomenal area. It's got like an old town Parker. You've got a couple coffee shops on Main Street, but definitely a smaller feel. You still got grocery stores and things like that, but definitely nothing even close to what Southeast Aurora has.
Moving right along, dining. There are a ton of restaurants, everything from independent mom and pop, cool little unique places, to every chain restaurant you can possibly imagine.
And some of them are really good. I'm not a big chain guy, but some of the chains are pretty good. And
Lazy
pizza.
Dog.
Lazy Dog's great. You got pizza for days out here. Lazy Dog's a great spot. That's also in Southlands Mall. And you can bring your dog and sit them outside. Make sure they're behaved. Have the etiquette, right?
Yes, please.
Leave the dog at home if they don't get along with other dogs. But that's a cool thing. And you still have tons of mom and pop shops that are unique to the locals. And on top of that, one of my favorite pizzas. There's a ton of different pizzas in Aurora.
What's your favorite?
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, man. I don't wanna
Give
say
me a
it.
secret spot.
Little
away.
Caesars, breadsticks,
Little
$5
Caesars.
pizza. Bang for buck, Little Caesars is way better than people are giving credit.
If you like deep dish, Jet Pizza.
Jet's Pizza?
Yeah, Jet is bomb.
But you've got a ton of stuff. Food, definitely fun. And again, I don't know why pizza is so popular out here, but either way it is. And it's been going there for a long time. It's a lot of fun for the weekends to just order in and just try a different spot every weekend if you choose to.
Okay, Will mentioned the medical campus earlier,
Anschutz
Medical Campus. The reason we want to point that out in a category of its own is because that is one of the biggest developments that has happened in Aurora over the past, 5 years?
Even in the state, it's
it's
huge.
true.
Again, University Hospital, Children's Hospital, the brand new VA hospital. A couple key things that says, especially for the economy, not only for the state, but for the city. It says that we're ever growing. It says that we want more, we're striving for more. They are at the tip advancement-wise for medicine, especially University Hospital. The Children's Hospital, phenomenal. When I was a cop here in the state of Colorado, I spent a lot of time at those hospitals, obviously for calls and having to drop people off or check on folks or investigative reports, whatever it may be. Cops that tend to go to hospitals a lot, and phenomenal places. One I have not spent any time at yet. It's brand new, is that Veteran Hospital, but it's huge. It's housing not only just the state, but nationally, it's a resource for all veterans. And again, I love when cities do that because it says, hey, we want more. and it helps the economy. It helps what everything's growing. But the other benefit is, or might be a concern for you, is like, man, growth. There's so many people going there. You've got a lot of doctors and nurses. You've got a lot of brand new apartments by the new Anschutz campus, a lot of townhomes, a lot of homes that are getting scraped and rebuilt, and that's awesome. But Aurora is still super big, and if you don't want that hospital campus feel or close to Denver feel, there's plenty of Aurora left for you to still enjoy suburbia or the outskirts on Southeast Aurora, and have a little bit more land if you choose to. So even though it's huge, even though it's ever growing, you might not like that. There's plenty of Aurora for you to still absorb and dive into.
Well, in that, he kind of segued into our sixth point, which is just
clever.
The options for future development.
Almost like I knew what the next point was.
Almost. Future development, guys. Again, there's not a whole lot of places that are still buildable in Colorado. Aurora is one of them. There's a ton of stuff. I don't know. It's going to say Mariah Carey in the background. Yeah, We'll get her points at the end. So there is still a ton of room to grow on the east side, guys, especially out toward the airport. There's a new development out there called Painted Prairie. We're helping a handful of clients out there right now. Whenever we're looking at a room for growth, room for appreciation in the house that you have, you want to make sure that there's room to grow, that there's real estate actually available. So out there, we still got it. And, right now it is still pretty affordable.
And if it's not for you, if you're looking for investment properties, new builds, we've talked about it before. New builds are phenomenal for investment properties, especially Painted Prairie. They've got a lot of conjoined paired homes, shared homes, townhomes. It's right by the airport. It's right down the street from the Gaylord Resort, which is huge. If you haven't seen a Gaylord Resort, take a look at it. A lot of employees, a lot of staff it takes to run those, and it's not too far from Anschutz campus. So believe it or not, new builds, very little money out. They're under warranty. Everything is brand new. So if you're looking for a long-term investment, new builds are actually a really good option. What better place to be than right by the airport, Gaylord Resort, medical campus, where a lot of people just have to be close proximity to where they work, and some of them do not like to own. It's a great thing. We've got a buddy who's building 30 homes over there for an investor. All 30 are rentals. So if that doesn't say something, I don't know what will. But whether it's for you personally, a new build, or on the outskirts of just new development, or for an investment reason, great options.
Lastly, ease of travel and proximity to Denver. So, like we mentioned earlier, Aurora being such a huge state or a huge city north to south, up north, you're extremely close to Denver, which means if you're living in downtown and you want to be close to the action, a little fast-paced lifestyle, being on the northern side is really good for you. On the flip side of that, being on the southern side, you're really close to 470, which is a toll road on the east side by Aurora, but then taking that west, it is not a toll road. But man, I'm telling you, build that into your budget. It's like $3, whenever you got to take it, but that'll save you a ton of time. And I promise you, the amount of money that you're going to save on a house in Southeast Aurora is more than going to make up for how much money you might spend on that toll road.
Correct. And there's just pleasurability of being out here as well. And I live out here in Southeast Aurora. I'm a little bit partial, but you probably have a regular commute to work, to and from, or whatever it may be. We've got to go everywhere when it comes to real estate. So if I would live out here knowing I have to go anywhere from Boulder down to the Springs, why would I still live here? Again, it looks on map-wise, it looks like it might be off the beaten path. Because of the highways and 470s, it's phenomenal. I can get wherever I need to be pretty quick. I make it to Boulder in less than an hour because of 470. So again, if that's something that's of a concern for you, location-wise, you're going to be able to make commutes just fine and enjoy the snow. Snow.
You're so good with that.
That's all we got for you guys for today. Hopefully it was fun for you. I'm like half dancing, half freezing my butt off, and I'm trying to make it look more appropriate. It's definitely cold today, but the sun will be back out tomorrow or just after the weekend. But super fun one with this one, guys. Definitely turn the stone if you're still looking at Colorado. If you haven't turned over Southeast Aurora,
check it out.
Please do. Out of the 9 or 10 people we've helped buy homes already, half of them end up being over here, it seems like, because they end up loving it. I do understand that you got to see it and feel it first, but another reason to come out and maybe travel and do some recon of your own as far as what you might like and not like before you commit to where you want to live. Finding your area before finding your home, super important. We also cover that in some of our videos. But until next time, guys, this is all we have for you today. Like, subscribe, call, text, email.
Merry Christmas.
Whatever that looks for you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We will see you guys on the next one.
See you guys.